The man stands in the same place he's been for the past 13 years, writing out his life story for everyone to witness. And yet, when they realize what it actually is, they'll see me. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Markiplier Makes Fanfiction. I am your host of sorts. Although I may be donning this outfit, I will not be hosting you today. No, we will be writing for you. Introducing Tyler. He's a man who stands alone, writing in a lofty lighthouse on the side of the sea. Also introducing Ethan, who's been writing in his basement alone for years. His grandchildren never call. But when he makes this book, what's it called?
Horses. Presidents?
Keep working on that. When he finishes this book, it'll take the world by storm. Twilight, whatever. Killing games? No, not at all. But we're not just here to write fan fiction for you. We're here to write fan fiction for us. So what we need from you is a suggestion for an idea. Wait, what was your grandma character?
Mrs. Thompson.
Mrs. Thompson. Thank you so much for joining us, Mrs. Thompson. Do you know how to use that technology device?
Oh, I don't think I know how to use a cellular device. Here.
No, you figured it out. While we're waiting for your responses, let me give you a little taste of the history of writing. Back in the year 1922, the typewriter was invented by a man named Yorkshire von der Beek. And he looked at his piece of paper and pen and was like, this is just ridiculous. Who could? Who would? Who should? And he cried out to the heavens and the devils and he said, please, Lord, give me a sign. How do I lead us into the age of enlightenment? And boom! The typewriter fell from the sky.
Oh.
Eaten by a giant fucking hamster. Like a giant fucking hamster.
What happens on the tour bus stays in the tour bus. Elaborate? I think that we should do the tour bus.
All in favor of the tour bus, say aye.
Hey!
Aye.
Hi.
All right, it's decided then.
So we should explain how we're doing.
I'm getting to it.
I had caffeine.
Everybody has caffeine, they don't do that.
You seem cold.
I don't have caffeine like ever.
Thanks,
Stay
Grandma.
warm.
Who wants to write first? That's not an answer.
Help.
Rochambeau.
Help.
Ethan, start.
For a second.
Or should we just go down the line?
Yes.
Down the line.
All right, then there was no point in any of that. Ethan, Mrs. Thompson will have the honor of going first. So here's how it works. Ethan is gonna start out by writing for 3 minutes straight, as much as he can. And then when he's done, he will read me the last sentence that he wrote. And then I will write for 3 minutes, and then Tyler will write for 3 minutes using the last sentence that I wrote. We won't know what each other writes until the play begins. Are you ready, Mrs. Nesbit? Thompson?
No, you're talking to me.
I'm ready.
He's fine.
I can't delete. If I make a mistake, I have to keep going.
Yep. That's the point.
Writer's block, writer's block, writer's block.
I'm in such concentration.
That's it. Typewriter down.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was inspiring to look at.
So here's the question: do I have to read you what it says? Exactly. The last
sentence, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What? There's non-way I could be in dang titty.
Really, one more time.
Once more. Dang titty.
Okay. Ugh.
How's it going?
Great.
Is it hard to concentrate?
Yeah, shut up. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Make a mistake?
Oh, I made so many mistakes. I'm gonna let it on that one because it's a complete sentence, and if I wrote any more, it wouldn't be good.
See, my issue when I was doing it was I wanted to write fast, but then I wasn't pressing the keys hard enough, so then it just wouldn't go, and I was like, oh, and then it would miss letters so it looked like it was a different word, so I would complete that word and try and play off of that. That was my issue.
All right, this is your sentence. Are you ready? Mar took this opportunity to ment I the sea burr outside.
What?
All right, good luck. Did something break? No. Oh, I thought I saw a piece of metal just. What did I see?
The typos are killing us.
Killing you, maybe. I'm thriving off of typos. I
Oh my
live for the
God.
typos.
All right, Etan smirked I response to his beautiful words.
I'm a little bit afraid because I had this premonition that whenever we speak these out loud, those things written on paper are gonna come to life. And that's gonna be truth.
Well, I didn't write anything
Like-
sexual.
And neither did I. But
I thought it was fanfic.
How sexual did you get?
Not
that's
sexual
smut.
at all,
It doesn't
yeah.
necessarily. Fan fiction doesn't
Fan
always have
fiction-
to be about boning.
What do you think?
That's all I've ever seen on the internet.
What?
I don't read it that often, but that's all I've seen.
Excuse you. All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Right.
Oh!
Right.
Goddamn writer's block!
Go!
You can spiel for like hours at a time, but you can't just put that stream of consciousness on paper.
Listen, no, it just flows out of my body and I can't translate it to my fingers. Ah!
Jeez.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, ready?
No. But go anyway.
Let's not let this get out of hand. Remid our this why we're still her. Lasagna.
Say that again. Okay. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Lasagna a sentence by itself, though?
Shit! Just lasagna.
Go.
Tyler, you ever written a novel?
I have actually. I've written plenty of short stories.
That is not a
Have you
novel.
written a novel?
Who's written a novel in this?
That's the question he asked. That's literally the question he asked. Ding. I would like to surrender the rest of my time so I don't get a stupid sentence like lasagna at the end there.
A bold move.
There was nom time. The had to beat this fool with tee-hee power of love.
What?
There was nom time.
Gnome time.
The had to beat this fool with tee-hee power of love. I can't make it clearer.
Put the pieces where they're supposed to go.
So you're saying like anyone, a child could put, whoever made this is a fucking idiot.
Oh no, whoever made this is dead. I'm gonna start writing out letters to people instead of texting. I'm gonna get a pigeon.
Carrier
Deliver-
pigeons are extinct.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I thought any pigeon could be a carrier pigeon if you
No.
train it.
Nope.
Carrier pigeons were a specific breed.
What?
Anyway, so how'd it go? How was your writing?
I think pretty good. This beast was of another time period in Earth from which it now returned.
Done. Okay.
And they did. We don't really have any context.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Smash or pass?
Fucking.
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and you can make a story come to life.
Got it.
See, you believe.
That was their lethal mistai.
All right.
Hey,
This is the ending. Oh my god, genius is happening.
What's the title of the book? I was trying to remember that to type that at the end.
That's the end. Okay, that is the end. Nope, that's the end.
The ending is the title.
Well, no.
Nope, that's the end.
Well, no. You can't type anything.
Yeah, that is the end. It's done. Our manuscript. We're going to be doing a dramatic reading of this, and you will see just how dramatic it gets when we start the story of what happens on the tour bus stays on the tour bus.
Bus. That horrible bus. They thought they would never escape it. The boys had been on the bus. Freedom. What freedom? There was no freedom. Mark's sister had no right to be on that bus. Anyway, Mac had a dream that Ethan was going to die. Mark. Ethan, I think you're in grave danger of death today. Please be artful. F the bus. Ethan, what? There's no way I could be in dang titty.
Like I said, there is none way because it is too big. You fool, cried Ethan. But then Tyler realized the grievous error that he had committed. He had no pets. Mark looked longingly into Ethan and Tyler's soul as he drank their essence with fervor. Mark said, I am feeling randy and blood is flitting. Ethan started the process of changing. Tyler flexed his mighty girth until all that remained was carnage. Mar took this opportunity to ment the Seabur outside.
The Seabur was lewing in the tour bus whilst sitting on a passing car. Mar was fascinated by the Seabur and thus entranced his associate to whom he was speaking. But in described GB the Seabird to the bus, Mar lost to Forak of what was truly his purpose. The love for which he has for his friends, which he would now like to express physically.
You said that it
wasn't sexual! So Mar caressed Ethan's race and whisked in his ear seductively.
It sounds pretty sexual.
Ethan's smirked eye responds to his beautiful words.
The smirk was best milk that ever had given. His smile was grat. His tear shone through his lips. Mark, you put those teeth away, young man. I won't allow you to take the spotlight away from me, a guy. Ethan, don't make this about you. My smee ha always been and always will be better than ours. My father will be herrig about this. Tyler, guys, let's numlet this get out of Han, remid ourselves why we're still her. Lasagna!
5 hey he boys. I remembered that there was Stouffer's lasagna in the freezer. The boys jumped for joy and waved their respective peni. They danced and waked D with jubilant patience. Ding! There popped the weasel, and they feasted on the flesh of their fall-end food. But then they remembered the sea bear. Oh no, said Ethan. Yikey you, said Tyler. Mumbly cumblet, said Mark. There was nom time. The had to beat this fool with tee power of love.
With the tee power, Mar and friends hugged and chanted whilst I a circle, which as the monster to seize and stat slurring his speech. Shaking and chanting and dancing shook the bus to the point that the driver lost control. Nizladja went everywhere as the bus crashed down a slope, landing somehow on Tiz wheels. Boob and Mar walked out to see the monster had escaped from the Teehee power, or of friendship. This beast was of another time period in Earth from which it knew now returned.
The beast looked on this tit in fashion, and he poked one aisle breathy breath. Monster Mash, if you are Ruli and the Tita of type, then show me a sign. Kill me. And they did.
3 days later, the police officers found them lying in a puddle of blood. They forgot about this eBay. That was their lethal Mistai.
Fro, the had now passed so that now person could tell the story of the tour bus and the attack and occurrences that occurred. So from that point, it was unmistakably declared. And then that's the end.
There you have it. It's been an honor to write for you. It's been an honor to be here among such esteemed writers, such as thee and ye. And thank you, Amy. Thank you, Catherine. And thank you. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!